What's up everyone, it's NFreak here, and I'm actually here to do another game collection update, if you can believe it or not. I actually kind of totally forgot about this channel, and I know I promised I was going to do another update after that first one I uploaded, but like I said, I completely forgot. So in this game collection update, I'm going to be showing off what I was going to show off in the second video, which is all the games I got during garage sales this past summer. And it was such a great year for garage sales for me. Everything I'm about to show you was... I think I spent less than $100 on everything you're about to see. This was throughout the entire summer. So there's a lot of stuff. I just want to get started and go through it as quickly as possible. So first I bought this this wireless Logitech Xbox controller. You know, I just bought it because it was a couple dollars and I don't have any really good Xbox original controllers, so I thought I'd pick it up. And then, let's see, I'm just gonna go randomly, this isn't in any order, but I found this somewhere, Stalker Shadow of Chernobyl for the PC. I don't usually collect PC games, but I saw this for $1 and I was like, I might as well pick it up. I like the Metro games, and I've heard this is kind of like Metro, so I picked that up. Here's some PlayStation 1 games I found. All of these were like $1 or $2 or something like that. So, Crash Bandicoot Warped. It's in really good condition. It looks perfect. The case feels like it was just unwrapped. So it's in really nice condition. And Crash Bandicoot on the PS1, really cool. And these were freaking awesome finds. I was so happy to find all these. Final Fantasy VII Black Label. This was $2 at a garage sale I found. All the discs are there. Everything is in pristine condition, so that's really awesome. And then I actually found the trilogy there. Final Fantasy VIII. This is also in pretty much perfect condition. There's a little crack on the back here, but that doesn't bother me that much. The discs are all in great condition. So got Final Fantasy VIII. As well as Final Fantasy IX. It's weird that I found all three of these during one summer, but you know, I did, and they're all in really great shape. And they were all from different people too, so that's even weirder. And then these were 10 cents each. You know, I don't normally buy sports games and stuff, but for 10 cents, I really couldn't say no. So the first one is NFL Blitz 2000, and to be fair, I actually really like the NFL Blitz games, so that's a great pickup for 10 cents. I mean, why not? And then NBA Showtime, NBA on NBC. Now, this is basically NBA Jam, but they kind of had to, you know, use a different license, use the NBC for this version of the game, and it's still really good. It plays a lot like NBA Jam, and it's really fun. Once again, 10 cents, you can't go wrong. And this is probably a similar type game like NHL Hits or something, but I haven't played it yet. It's called NHL Rock the Rink. Like I said, it looks like an NHL Hits type game, which I actually really like NHL Hits as well. I like all those arcadey style sports games Midway used to put out back in the day, so I'm kind of looking forward to seeing how this one is. Finally, for those 10-cent PS1 games, it's Blaster Master Blasting Again. I actually never knew this game existed. I didn't know they made another Blaster Master game after the original Blaster Master on the NES, other than the remake on the WiiWare or whatever, the Wii Shop channel. So it was kind of neat to see this. I haven't really read anything too great about this, but you know, I'd be willing to give it a shot. So I found a few PS3 games as well out when I was shopping or looking for some stuff at garage sales. These were all, once again, like a couple bucks each, so I didn't have any of them. So Gran Turismo 5, decided to pick it up. You know, it's Gran Turismo. I heard there were some shortcomings for this, and Gran Turismo 6 is pretty good, but kart racing is really fun in Gran Turismo 5, and, you know, you really can't go wrong with Gran Turismo games, usually. They're all usually pretty solid. This is MotorStorm. I actually, when the PS3 first came out, I really remember playing this MotorStorm demo a whole lot in stores, and the graphics wowed me at the time, and I still think the mud and everything looks really good, but you know, it's kind of aged. You know, it doesn't look as good as I thought it did back in the day, but it's still a fun game to play. And this was actually sealed. I opened it and it was $1. But Assassin's Creed Revelations, I haven't played it. I'm not a huge Assassin's Creed fan, so you know, I'm not really looking forward to playing this or anything at all. But I couldn't pass it up for $1 sealed. Yeah, I mean, why not? That's what you do at garage sales a lot of times. You just see games you wouldn't normally buy, but they're so cheap you just go for it. This was $2. Little Big Planet Game of the Year edition. It has all the Game of the Year bonus content, and you know, Little Big Planet. I don't think it's a very good platformer, but I think the creation tools and stuff that's in the game is actually pretty impressive. So I really like seeing what other people can create with Little Big Planet. So that's the last PS3 game I got. Here are a few PS2 games I picked up. First one is The Warriors. Now, I heard some really great things about this game. It's supposed to be a sort of beat 'em up based on the movie, obviously. I have not played it myself, but I'm looking forward to playing this. It's funny. I found a lot of Sonic games during my garage sale hunting this year, and one of them was Sonic Heroes for the PS2. People seem to have mixed reactions about this Sonic game, and sort of like every single Sonic game other than 06, but I remember kind of wanting to play it back in the day, but I never did, so. And I don't know why I didn't have this. I played it a shit ton back in the day. That's Gran Turismo 3 A-Spec. It's probably my favorite Gran Turismo game. I haven't played 6, like I said, but Gran Turismo 3 was just so good. I loved everything about this game. These were like all in a whole lot, so I didn't like pick these up individually. Like Gran Turismo 3 and like the rest of these PS2 games were in a lot for like $3, so that's why it came with like something like Agassi Tennis Generation. I didn't know this tennis game existed. There's probably a lot of PS2 games I didn't know existed because there's a shit ton of games on the PS2, but it's a tennis game starring Andre Agassi. That's all I know. NHL 2002. It's an NHL game by EA Sports. This one I actually really like. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 4. Obviously, I think it's the last Tony Hawk game before they went to like the Underground series, and it's actually one of my favorite Tony Hawk games. I really like Tony Hawk Pro Skater 4. Next up is Max Payne. Now, I played this on the PC way back when it first came out, and I really remember enjoying it, but I haven't played it since, so I don't know how well it holds up or anything like that. So, but I remember fondly that game. So, the last PS2 game I got was Tony Hawk's Underground 2. I have not actually played this Tony Hawk game. I heard from a lot of people that it's really good. It's one of the best Tony Hawk games, so I really should give it a shot, but that's Tony Hawk Underground 2. And I think I just picked up these couple original Xbox games. Nothing too crazy. This was like the first week at garage sales I went to, and it was really slow, so I just decided to pick up a couple games. Project Gotham Racing on the Xbox. This was supposed to be really, really impressive back in the day, graphically and whatnot. And this comes in a kind of generic case, but Oddworld Munch's Odyssey. I've also heard this is a really good game. I think it was a launch title. I'm not positive, but I think it was a launch title for the original Xbox. And I heard some great things about this one as well. Alright, next I'm going to be showing a couple of N64 games I got. There weren't that many N64 games out this year for some reason. Like, I usually see more N64 games than I did. But this year I got only a few N64 games. First one is something I don't know why I didn't have either, but Mario Kart 64. It's one that like so many people love. This is actually one of my least favorite Mario Kart games. I know that may seem like blasphemous to all you Mario Kart fans, but I think they've improved upon it a ton since Mario Kart 64, and I think like the SNES one is better than this game. The only one that I really don't like as much as Mario Kart 64 is Mario Kart Super Circuit on the Game Boy Advance. But yeah, Mario Kart 64, it's still a great game, but I just think it's worse than some of the other Mario Kart games that have come out recently. Next, I picked up Space Station Silicon Valley, another game for like $1. Heard some good things about this game and never played it. It's hard to sort of go back to a lot of these old N64 games and PS1 games because they haven't aged very well, but they're still fun to play, so that's fine. Next, I found Diddy Kong Racing in box. The box is in very good shape, and Diddy Kong Racing is a classic. I remember playing it back in the day. I used to rent it all the time for my N64, but to have it in box is awesome. Next, I think I'm going to show a couple of Game Boy stuff, Game Boy Advance, stuff like that I found. I found this Game Boy Pocket. I never had a Game Boy Pocket. I'm a big handheld fan, as some of you may know, and I try to collect a lot of handhelds. I don't go out of my way to like find every single color, but if I do run across like a color I don't have, I do like to pick it up, and I never actually had any Game Boy Pocket model, so I found this for a couple dollars and I thought I'd pick it up, and it works fine. It's cool. It's really nice having like all these different Game Boy models and stuff like that. And then I found the Atomic Purple Game Boy Color, which coincidentally had Pokemon Crystal in it. Funny story about Pokemon Crystal is I had 2 copies of this game back in the day. One was my sister's, one was mine, and I sold both of them. And whatever, they now go for like, what, $30 or something on eBay. So I got both of these for $5 together. So that's a heck of a deal. Here's some Game Boy Advance games, $2 each, which is kind of crazy for one of them. But Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories, I have never played this game. And I'm not the biggest Kingdom Hearts fan, but I did like the PS2 games. So, I know the Game Boy Advance one is a lot different than those. So I might give it a shot. But yeah, that's that. Next is Kirby and the Amazing Mirror. I only played this game off of the Ambassador program on the 3DS. I heard it was pretty decent, and when I played it, I thought it was just okay. So, it wasn't my favorite Kirby game. Next, I found Pokemon Pinball Ruby and Sapphire. Now, I really, really like Pokemon Pinball on the Game Boy Color, and I really wanted to try out Pokemon Pinball Ruby and Sapphire as well. So I really, I was happy to find this out at garage sales, and it was only a couple bucks, and it's a pretty damn good game. So, and finally for Game Boy Advance, I found Pokemon Emerald for $2. I mean, you can't beat that. It's Pokemon. Any Pokemon game you can find for like less than $5 is a steal. So if you find a Pokemon game out at a garage sale somewhere for really cheap, just buy it anyway so you can sell it. I mean, it's ridiculous. Usually I don't like reselling games that I buy at garage sales. I don't buy games at garage sales just to sell. But if there's a game that's worth like $50 and I find it for a couple dollars, I'll buy it to sell. So let's see. Here's some NES stuff. Actually, first off, I found this Wavebird for $2 with the receiver. $2 for a Wavebird. That's crazy. That's awesome. Wavebirds rock. And now we'll get to some NES stuff. I found a memory card as well with that came with it. So for NES stuff, I found Trojan for 50 cents at a garage sale. I know this game isn't really worth anything, and I don't even know if it's very good, but NES games for 50 cents can't go wrong. Next up, these were like $2 each of these NES games coming up. Dragon Warrior, I know this is super common, but I didn't have it, so I picked it up for $2. Not bad. Dragon Warrior. Little Nemo Dream Master, a Capcom title. These Capcom Disney games were really, really good, so I don't even know if this is a Disney franchise, but Little Nemo Dream Master, it's a really good game. Next, obviously, fantastic game, Mega Man 2 for $2. Yeah, no brainer. Mega Man 2 is awesome. There's not much to say about it that hasn't been said. I have not played or heard much of this game either. Time Lord, NES. I just picked it up because I thought the cover looked good. And you know, all these games were $2 from the same seller, so I thought I'd pick up as many as I could that I didn't own. And Maniac Mansion as well. These next few NES games were actually boxed, complete with manual and stuff. Their boxes are in pretty rough shape, but they were $3 each, so that's a pretty good deal when you can find boxed NES games for $3. First is Wizardry, the Master Series. I don't know what that means, and it also came with this strategy guide. Now, I don't know what this is worth. I haven't seen it anywhere online. I wasn't able to find it. When I was going through the manual for Wizardry, it said it was some sort of like you could mail in order this. So I don't know how rare this is. I don't know who else has it, but it's probably worth nothing. But you know, I thought it was cool anyway. It's got some really cool art in there, and you know, Wizardry boxed as well. So that's pretty neat. Next is Dirty Harry. I'm sure this game isn't very good, but I saw it boxed for $3. I was like, I'll pick it up, and just the box art's pretty great. And I actually thought this was more expensive than it actually was when I picked it up. It's Nobunaga's Ambition. The second one is actually fairly pricey. Nobunaga's Ambition 2 or something. I don't remember what it's called, but if you don't remember, Pokemon Conquest came out, and I believe that was a mashup between Nobunaga's Ambition and Pokemon, so that's sort of where Nobunaga's Ambition started, I guess. Here are a few Wii games I got, and like a few bucks each. Fling Smash was $1. It was nice to get this because I don't want to really spend the whatever money it costs to get the controller with the game, so getting it for $1 was nice. Fling Smash. Resident Evil, The Umbrella Chronicles. I've been kind of wanting this since it came out, like way back in the day for the Wii. I heard it was a really good light gun shooter, so it's cool to have it now, and I'll probably play it sometime. This next one is Tales of Symphonia, Dawn of the New World. Actually, these three games, the Resident Evil, Tales of Symphonia, and the next game coming up, I got from my friend who was selling off some of his Wii games. I think I got all three of these for $10 total. So that's a pretty cool deal he gave me. Tales of Symphonia, Dawn of the New World. I heard it's not as good as a lot of the other Tales of Symphonia game, and I heard it's not really a great Tales game in general. But you know, I'll probably try it out at some point. I don't really have time to play these super long RPGs anymore, even though I really like them. But you know, I could still give it a shot. Next is Trauma Center Second Opinion. This is the other game. This is based off of the first Trauma Center on the DS. It's a remake, and it's like better. It's got better graphics, and the Wii controls work really well. I remember one of my friends bought this at launch, and we played it a ton. And it's a really good remake of the original Trauma Center. And you know, if you haven't played a Trauma Center game yet, that's a pretty good place to start. This I found at a garage sale for $1, and despite everyone telling me not to buy this game, I picked it up anyway. Sonic and the Secret Rings, because, like I said, if you find stuff for like $1, you're gonna pick it up anyway. So I thought I would do it, and whatever. I played it, it's just as bad as people say, so that's that. And the last Wii game that I got was Sonic Colors. Now this is one of the Sonic games that people say is really good. I did play it. I don't see like the greatness of it yet. I think it's a good Sonic game, but I don't think it's like fantastic or anything. It's definitely fun and definitely a step up for Sonic. So, especially coming from Secret Rings. And here's some GameCube games I found. These were $2 each as well. Animal Crossing for the GameCube. I am a huge Animal Crossing fan, if you guys didn't know. I had this on the GameCube back when it first came out, and I think I sold it or something, but it's nice to have it back for a couple of dollars. So Next is Star Fox Assault. A lot of people like this game a lot, like the multiplayer and everything. A lot of people really enjoyed the multiplayer, but it wasn't really critically acclaimed or anything. I'm looking forward to playing it. I haven't really played a Star Fox game since Adventures, or the 3DS remake of Star Fox 64. So it'd be nice to get a little Star Fox back in my life now that they're not really making anymore. So next was Donkey Konga 2. I really kind of like Donkey Konga, the original Donkey Konga, but this one is really weird because it has a lot of licensed music, like pop and rock music, and it's just I don't like the songs they have in here. It's not very good. So there's still some like Nintendo theme songs, but most of them are all licensed and everything. Next is Harvest Moon: Another Wonderful Life. From what I've heard, this game is actually the same as another GameCube Harvest Moon game, except this one has a female character. I'm not positive. It could be completely different. I don't know, but that's what I heard. Maybe I'm completely messing that up. But I've heard some good things about the Harvest Moon games. I've never actually played any Harvest Moon game before, if you can believe it or not. So it's cool to have this. And lastly for GameCube is Kirby Air Ride. I'm not a fan of Kirby Air Ride. I don't think the racing is very good. The city mode can be sort of fun if you're playing with friends, but even that I don't think is very fun. I did pick it up just for a couple bucks, and if you can get it for a couple bucks when this game goes for like $20 online, might as well. And these last bit of games are probably my best finds. Well, one of them is the best find I've ever had. The rest of them are just regular, normal, decent finds for garage sales. First, these are some SNES stuff that I picked up for $2 each, I believe. I think it was total $8. So, first one is Virtual Bart. Not a very good game, but it's cool to have anyway, just for the SNES collection, whatever. $2. Next is Aladdin. I did not own Aladdin on the Super Nintendo, but I did have it on the Genesis, and the Genesis version is very good. I have played it now on the SNES, and the SNES version is also very good. A lot of people prefer the Genesis version over the Super Nintendo version, but I don't really have strong feelings either way. They're both really fun games. So, and The Lion King as well. I have also The Lion King on the Genesis, and both of these versions are pretty fun Disney games. So either one you pick up, I think you'll be fine. They're different games though, so go in knowing that. I did get another copy of Super Mario Kart. My version of Super Mario Kart was really, really like, the label was all torn up and everything, so getting this new copy of Super Mario Kart is really nice. It is the player's choice version, but whatever, it doesn't matter. I sold off my other copy already a while ago, back when I first got this. So, and this is actually a Super Game Boy I found for like $1. I really like having like these old weird emulation machines or whatever, like the Sega Master System add-on for the Sega Genesis. I don't own that, but I really want to have it. But like the Game Boy player as well on the GameCube. It's really cool just to have this stuff. You can play your Game Boy games on an SNES. I mean that's just cool to me for some reason. I don't know. I like having it. And the final SNES game I found was Street Fighter 2 in box. This game isn't really worth much, even in box, but it's really cool to have the box, also in pretty good shape. So, cool to have that. And here's some Sega Genesis stuff. This is the last bit of stuff before I get to my best find ever or whatever. This is Dungeons and Dragons, a loose copy. It was 50 cents. I thought, why not, pick that up. This actually, I don't have it with me, but I picked up a Sega CD in box. It was complete with everything, and it actually worked. Like Sega CDs nowadays, it's hard to find ones that work. It's for the Model 2. But I got that for $60 with this game, as well as another game you're about to see soon for the Sega CD. But Sega CDs are starting to get a lot more expensive, and to find one in box for $60, I thought that was pretty cool. That was a Craigslist find. That wasn't a garage sale find, so I didn't include it in here. But the Genesis game that I got with it was Toe Jam and Earl, Panic, and Funkotron. The original Toe Jam and Earl, a lot of people really like, and this one's a lot different than the original Toe Jam and Earl. It's more of like a platformer. But it's still a pretty cool game, and I really like Toe Jam and Earl as characters. Too bad the Xbox One was pretty garbage. Now, I'd never heard of this game before when I picked it up. It's called Fight Through Time Tyrants. It seems like a sort of sim game. I don't know. I haven't popped it in or anything. I haven't played it. But for a couple dollars, I could not pass that up. Next is The Lost Vikings. This was 50 cents. I heard some really good things about Lost Vikings on SNES. I don't know if it's the same exact game on Genesis or not, but I'm sure it's very similar. So Lost Vikings on the Genesis. And also 50 cents here is Jungle Strike. Not really an expensive game or anything at all, but I haven't heard much about this game either, but for 50 cents, I keep saying it, but you can't pass things up like that. Here are the final games, and these are for Sega CD. First one, this is the one that I said came with that Sega CD I bought earlier. Sewer Shark. It's like the pack-in one that came with the Sega CD, so it's got a manual and a generic case. Sewer Shark's funny. It's all FMV and everything. Now, this is the best find I ever had. I got all this stuff for 50 cents. It came with the game that I'm about to show you here, but these two games were included. They're just disc only. But Dark Wizard on the Sega CD, I don't really buy disc only games, but it came inside the case for the other game, so I'm gonna keep it. Dark Wizard for the Sega CD, as well as Dungeon Explorer for the Sega CD. Both those are worth like $20 each by themselves, so that's kind of great by itself. But when I saw this, it was laying out like in a bin full of other games, like just random Genesis games, and it was like 10 o'clock. I usually go out garage selling like at 7 a.m. and people usually start picking things up and getting everything by 9. If you find something at 9 o'clock, that's crazy. If you find something at 10 o'clock, let alone this, for 50 cents, it's ridiculous. Shining Force CD for 50 cents. It is complete with the CD and the manual and everything. I could not believe it when I saw it there, honestly. Like, there's a fucking dog barking outside, but oh man, this is the best find I've ever had. I found a Super Nintendo lot that was ridiculously awesome as well, but as far as just sheer value for what I got it for, this takes the cake. Shining Force CD for 50 cents, it's crazy. Thanks for watching this game collection update, guys. It was pretty long. I hope next year is just as good for garage sales for me. And, I'll try to update this channel more often than I did whatever these past months were. But, yeah, thanks for watching, and hope to see you next time.